I'm Dr. Jen with White Wave Bodywork, and today what I want to talk to you about is hip hinging. Hip hinging sounds kind of funny, but it's literally where we hinge at our hips instead of rounding our lower back. We do this all day long as we're doing normal things like picking up a kid, picking up something off the couch, bending forward to do something like doing the dishes. There's all these different ways where we can use daily life activities as exercise to build our strength, or we can use it and in a lazier way, that's like bending at the lower back and using our lower back instead of hip hinging and using our muscles. So let me show you what that looks like. Say I'm gonna pick up this pot here. So in an earlier video, I'm gonna step back so you can kind of still see me. In an earlier video, we specifically isolate the action of hip hinging. It's a pelvic tilt where you're hinging at your hips. And when I say hips, I mean the front of your hip creases right here. That's your hinge. A lot of times, if I were gonna pick this thing up right here, let's do this one. A lot of times you'll see somebody do that and they'll think that they're using their legs and lifting from their legs instead of their low back, but what they'll do is this. Can you see my low back right now? I'm bending my knees, but my low back is rounded in this round shape right here. Now, if I were hip hinging, what I would be doing is taking my hips, shifting them back, and it's like I'm sticking my butt out and trying to create a robin's egg curve in my lower back. When I create that curve in my lower back, it turns my butt muscles on. When I turn those butt muscles on, I'm giving them a chance to activate during a normal activity that I'm doing throughout the day. And that's what I think is the most important thing, is that we're utilizing these components of hip hinging to do things throughout the day. So if I'm gonna pick this up, I'm gonna bend my knees, I'm gonna get my feet a little wider than hip width apart, and I'm gonna look at my knees and make sure they're not doing something funky like this or something funky like this. I'm going to try to stack them up over my ankles so I've got pressure through my feet to do that squat. So the reason that we practice squats is to get that action so that during daily life, when we're going to squat to get something, it's natural. We've practiced it over and over. So hip hinging is just taking your hips, like this pelvic area right here, tipping it back so that you have a dip in your lower back, and then using that hip hinge right here instead of hinging from your lumbar spine and kind of dumping your butt down. It's like a dog that has its tail tucked when we round our back like that. And then we're pulling from the lower back instead of using these big strong muscles to help us with the activity and give them a chance to activate and strengthen. So that's hip hinging and a little bit of lifting mechanics. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something.